Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Greased and Gassed. We have returned to the iconic Bright Rod Run. You can see the clock tower behind me that everyone does know and love to park around up here at Bright. So we've got the usual content for you today. We're going to show you all the coolest rides that are here that we spot. We're going to interview some of the owners of those cars, and we're going to show you what the atmosphere here is like at Bright. If you haven't been to Bright, you are definitely missing out. It is definitely one of the go-to runs here in Victoria and well worth a look. So we're going to show you what it's all about. Stick around. And we have found something very cool that's cruising around. We've found Dale, and you're driving a 54 Chev?
Correct.
Now Dale, you've done a lot of this yourself, so tell us about your 54.
Okay, well I bought it just over 3 years ago now, as a complete rust bucket. Decided, I was originally going to two-door it and whatever, chop it and whatever else, but decided to leave it as a four-door because no one chops a four-door, so I thought why not. I've done all the rust, all the repair work, everything at home myself in the garage.
Yep.
I had a friend of mine that had a VQ Statesman, which was had a hit in the side, so he was getting rid of it. So I took the motor, the whole running gear out of that. So it's VQ Statesman 5 litre injected, turbo 700.
Reliability,
correct. On the freeway up here, fantastic, 110.
Yeah, no worries.
No faster, because the limits.
No. Speed limits.
Speed limits. Went like a dream.
Yep.
Petrol, fantastic. Not that I don't mind the old hotties as well. But still, you know, it was good to have a reliable car and whatever else. But, and then painted it at home myself, did all the lace work and stuff on the roof. I'm not a painter or a beater or anything. I'm a chippy, so...
You've given it a red hot crack at home yourself, and how'd it go?
Naturally, I'll put it on the bags and whatever else. You can see it's on the bags.
It is very, very low. Like, so it's channelled as well, isn't it? And how many inches have you done with there?
I did 9 at the back.
Jesus,
so
wow.
I chopped 4 inches out of the front and 7 out of the back.
Yeah, and if you don't know a lot about 54 Chevs, when you, like, obviously... Now, actually, on that note, is it a right-hand drive originally?
It's a genuine right-hand drive.
So there you go.
Fisherman's Benz car.
Yeah, so a lot of people, if they don't know that, there was a certain few, because obviously it would have been quite a wealthy person's car, a 54 Chev back in the day. Holden did do them here, and they're GM plated cars. They actually do have, my 57's the same. So there are a few rarities that you do get. Like I said, you often wonder, like, if the walls could speak, what life that these cars have had being in Australia all that time, and how they, you know, who owned it back then. Because you, like I said, you'd be quite a wealthy person because everyone else had Austins and Morrises and stuff like that. So that is cool that it's a factory right-hand drive. But as I said, walking around, if you don't know much about 54s, you said that even with the roof you've changed, because these have a wraparound back
Correct.
window on the
The
side.
back window wraps right around.
Yep. So you've taken that out, and what roof lining did you? Because you normally lay another roof over the top, don't you, to do that?
I've got the windows, the section out, the window and the section out of the back of an FJ Holden.
FJ, there you go.
And then just grafted, filled all the sides in and grafted it all in, blended it all in, shifted the roof line forward as well. So it actually makes the boot look longer.
Yeah, 100%. And a lot of these, it's like a Merc. They look so good when they do have that stretch out there and just change the shape of it. And it's having that eye. I like the lace work too. It's a nice finish, and it does break up the car really well.
Yeah.
So no, awesome. You've done an awesome job. So coming to Bright, you've been here for quite a few years.
Yeah, it's our 17th year.
17th year.
Yeah,
and what did you have another car that you had before this that you used to bring?
I've had a few rods and stuff. I used to have a 28 light blue Tudor with a blown sidey in it. So I bought that a few years.
So you're driving in a little bit more comfort this year.
Yeah. It was actually good to come in this actually.
Yeah, no, sometimes it doesn't. It's nice to have the rods and to drive them, but it's also nice to have your big cruisers as well up here.
Yeah, no, it was a really good drive.
Yeah, and like I said, you can't beat Bright for the atmosphere and having a cruise up here. It's an easy run up the Hume.
Yeah.
It's a great atmosphere up here, and the weather's, the gods have turned it on for us up here as well.
Yeah.
So have you got any other projects on the go, or you're just happy to cruise for a while?
I'm building a 1940 GMC pickup.
Oh, nice.
For a work truck.
Yep.
But naturally I'm a chippy, so at the moment I've got an old Ford XB, which I'm going to hopefully give to my son or whatever, but
there you go.
I'm building the 40 pickup.
He likes hard work by the looks of it. Like, you're into all the trouble on this. There's a lot of work that's gone in to get this car to this point. So, well, we look forward to seeing it. We might get it on Greased and Gas down the track. You never know.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Dale.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Around the back in the back streets at the moment, because the main street is absolutely chock-a-block in Bright Main Street, going absolutely off, no car parking spot. And we've dragged Baton, who's an old mate of mine, around here with his Oldsmobile. So Baton, how long have you had this on the road for?
I actually got it roadworthy and registered on Thursday.
Thursday, so there we go. This is fresh here for Bright. So what is it, Baton? Because there's not that many of these obviously in Australia. There's a few, but not too many. So tell us, what is it?
1958 Oldsmobile four-door hardtop.
Four-door hardtop, there you go.
Yeah.
And it's, what are you running in it?
350 Chev, turbo 350.
And what would this have been? What did these actually come out with? Were they a big block, or what were they when they actually came out?
This had what they called an RJ Golden Rocket, which was a 372 or 376, I think, from memory.
So they never came out in a six-banger or anything like that, like the Chevs?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
No. So
they're all V8 cars.
So the Baton, I can't even keep up with how many cars that you've had since I've known you. Lots and lots and lots of Tri-5. So this is a bit different for you. So you've had it for quite a while, this car.
Yeah, I done a quick number on it a few years ago, and then it sort of got shelved for a while. I lost interest. Yep. And Bright 3 years ago, we decided to pull it out about 3 months out and do a number on it.
Yeah. And what was it like when you first got it? Was it overall? It's a pretty good car.
Yeah, really good car. Really. It looked really
pretty
crappy.
tidy.
All the paint was peeling off it, and but stripped it down.
Underneath.
Yeah, really good body, really good rust-free body. So
it looks killer now. So obviously on bags, you've got it nice and low and fully engineered. Everything I see, because I said on Facebook that you got it. You're pretty happy about that too.
Yeah, that was a pretty good feeling. Rolling into Vic roads and laying it on the ground and getting rego. So
the car, and it looks amazing. Like you're a spray painter by trade, aren't you?
Yes.
So you did all the bodywork yourself.
Yep.
There you go. So Baton, originally with the colour, you've obviously changed it. What made you go with the colour it is now?
I just decided I wanted to paint it red, so I went into the paint shop with my 7-year-old daughter Lily, and she picked the colour, plain and simple. We went through a heap of colour chips, and she came up with a colour, and that was it.
Lily did well. Yeah. Lily did really well.
She picked very well.
Now I've noticed as well you got a steering wheel there. Is it a Pearlcraft one? Because it looks good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks very, very good. Pat done that for me.
Yep.
I've got a kick in a plug for him. He's awesome. He's a good dude.
I've only heard good things. Good things about Pearlcraft.
I doubt you'll hear bad things.
Yeah, so no.
Lifetime warranty and sensational job.
Yeah, no, and it suits the car down to the ground. No, like I said, awesome job all round. It is amazing. Like, how do you go getting parts for something like this? Like, I obviously Tri-5s, you do get a lot of parts with them, but Oldsmobiles, I'm not tipping there's a lot of reproduction stuff for these.
Panels and steel work, no. Lenses, trinkets, yeah, you can buy all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, thank God it was just a good car to start with. I didn't have to replace any of the sheet metal work or anything. So.
And the number plates. We know you like a good set of number plates. How long have you had them?
I only brought them about 6 months ago.
There you go.
I jumped onto Vic Road's website and they were still available.
There you go. Yeah. So, sometimes you never know. Sometimes you think there's a plate that you might come up with and you think, nah, it'll be gone.
You've just got to get on and have a crack.
Yeah, and get on there. No, you've done well. It suits the car down to the ground. Literally to the ground.
Yeah, that's what stops it going any lower.
Yeah, true. So Baton does that. You'll see, like I said, Baton does a stack of cars. My own 57 Chev came from Baton's family as well. So
don't hold that against me.
I love my 57, and everyone loves the 57. So no, Baton actually was one of the reasons why I got my 57 wagon, because I was seeing him cruising around in a blue one, and I was like, hey, that looks good. Because I've got to give it to your family. You know how to get a car to sit right. They get a Tri-5 just sitting on the ground. It's great, and your whole family's into it. Obviously, your sister and your family, everyone's into it.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice.
No, they're born
from a young age. We've been into it. So
born and bred, and your kids the same. I'm sure they'll be right into it as well. Your little boy and little girl as well. And your Mrs. Roey's a good chick as well. Has Roey actually got officially a car of her own?
Yes,
she does. Which one?
A Mustang.
There you go. All right, Roy. I'm gonna talk to you about this. I'm gonna talk to her about this. Now, the Oldsmobile is actually for sale, so you're obviously gonna move it along. Just a bit too pretty for you. You said you like something a little bit.
Yeah, too much maintenance.
Yeah,
way too much maintenance.
White interior. Yeah, it is. But it is a stunning car. Like you've done a really good job, and an eye-catching car. Like I said, to be something a bit different. Yeah. To what we know, and it would be the only one. I don't think there's another Oldsmobile here. I don't think there's another one. I haven't seen one here at Bright, and there is literally hundreds of cars here. So you've absolutely nailed it on this. So what was your first year you came to Bright, Baton? Because I reckon you've been coming here a long time as well.
2002, I think it was.
No, I'm surprised you didn't come earlier than that. There you go.
No, I flew into the hot rod runs and stuff a bit later.
Yeah, a bit later.
Always into cars.
Always into it, yeah. So if you are interested in Baton's car, I'm sure you will see it advertised somewhere along the line on Facebook. So if you want to be the owner of a new old Oldsmobile. There we go, fresh Oldsmobile here. It is. We'll be popping up on there somewhere as well. We're just cruising around it, and it certainly was getting lots of looks. And you'll see Baton cruising around. I'm sure if it doesn't sell straight away, you'll see him cruising around at some of the local events as well throughout Victoria, because he is here. Thanks for talking to us, Baton, and enjoy your weekend here.
You too.
No worries.
Cheers.
So we're up to Sunday, which is day 2 and the last day of Bright, and it is Remembrance Day, and we've got the Road Lords here. So the Pioneer Park will be filling up down there, but we're in the main street, so we've got a little bit of space here to have a chat to these guys. Now, President and Secretary Damien and James, we've got them here to have a chat to about their cars, and we'll get to you guys in a sec. So tell us first, Road Lords, how did that all come about?
Well, we were talking to a couple of guys on Facebook, and they asked us if we wanted to start an Australian chapter. So we had to, 7 of us went over to California, met with the founder of the Road Lords, and went through a bit of initiation. And
we've heard a little bit about it. So it sounds like they took the mickey out of you guys just a little bit.
Out of us. And yeah, they were pretty keen to start an Australian chapter. They thought we were cool guys and we had the right cars, so we started Road Lords Australia.
Fitted the criteria.
Fitted the criteria, got some cool cars. So how long has the Road Lords been around over in the States for?
Since 1959, they had their first show at Disneyland. And it's sort of gone from there. It sort of stopped for a little while, and then they started up again. But yeah, it's a big. They've got like I think 7 chapters in America,
across the US,
across the US and a few other places as well. So over here, you guys got quite spread out though across Victoria, aren't you?
All over Victoria. Damo's from Echuca.
Yeah.
Where else have we got people from?
Northern suburbs.
Northern suburbs, western suburbs.
Group of mates.
All around here, all good friends, mates in the car club, and it's good. So.
Now, Damo, your car's obviously the Spinner over here, quite a well-known car. You've got the Buick. It's an Oldsmobile. Oldsmobile.
57 Oldsmobile wagon.
So that a few people will know as well. That was at Motorex a few years as well. So I don't know what else you've got, but I know they're two of your cars that are quite cool. So the Spinner, what are you running in that?
It's actually got a 327 in it. Yeah, 5-speed manual.
Yeah, manual as well.
Manual. Bit of a handful. It's good. It goes well.
No, it is very, very nice, very popular car as well. The Spinner's up here.
Roof top, airbags.
And how long you had this on the road for?
It's probably been on the road about 8 years now.
8 years? That long?
Yeah.
So
something like that.
And like I said, you've got the Oldsmobile, and again, that'd be quite a rare car. We had Baton on this show as well, so he's got his Oldsmobile on there. We actually were talking about your car as well, but there wouldn't be many of them in a long roof here.
As far as I know, there's only probably 3 in Australia.
No, cool car. So keep an eye out for that. It is
pretty rare Fiesta wagon. So pretty cool car. So even the States are pretty rare. So
you did well. Did you bring that in yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. There you go. So there's
cool.
a couple of Damo's cars. Now, James, you've got a few cars here as we see you regularly out and about around Melbourne as well. So you've obviously got...
This is my newest one. This is
one here.
30A model with a flat head, C4, 8-inch diff. It's pretty radical.
Yeah,
I've got a chopped and bagged 54 Bel Air.
Which you've had that for quite a while.
Long time, And I've got a 52 Fleetline. Which is the flame car. And I also just bought a 1960 Lincoln Continental.
There you go. He's a busy man.
Busy man, very busy. Big workshop.
Too much time in his
You have, and you've been cruising around this. We heard it's a little channel cars. Channel cars they look great, but a bit warm to drive.
A little bit warm to drive, and if you've got a bit of a belly, it's a little bit hard getting in and out. But no, they're good. They're good fun. It's very radical.
Yeah, and you don't see too many channeled cars here. That's what is great about seeing them out and about. Like in Australia, they've never really taken off. So it is cool to see this one getting around up here. Like, even though if you have been, James been copping a bit of flack for towing it up here, but you know what? There's no way you drive a channeled car all the way up here. So no, full effort here. You do get, but you do get around a fair bit down to Melbourne. So you've got to give credit where credit's due there. So now you guys over here, tell me what you guys. You don't want to talk? No, you don't.
I'm talking now.
No, you're talking now. See, this is how I rope everyone in. So which one are you? So what's your name first?
I'm Danny.
Danny?
This is my 51 Ford F1.
Yep.
It was completed about April this year.
Yep.
It's
only fresh build.
It's only fresh, It's been 5-year build. It's a 393 stroker, about 510 horsepower, C10 auto, 9-inch diff, bagged all around, independent front, 4-link rear.
And he said he couldn't talk on camera. Whatever, you're doing fine. So have you had another car before this one?
So we've got the Rat Rod, which is Chris's, my wife's, and we've got a 53 Chev.
Oh, there you go. So you've been to Bright. I mean, obviously, I'd say a lot of you have all been to Bright.
Been around a bit,
heaps of times. So So one of these is your car as well. That's a pit that ladies into cars. It was Chris, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I got that right. I'm bad with names. I'm like a goldfish of getting that. So into cars as well. So the pickup, sure. So that's the one that's been on the road for a little bit longer.
Yes, it is.
Okay, there we go. I like that you built her a car. That's good. I'm assuming.
Had no choice. High
five, sister. That's the way to roll. That's right. And in the Road Lords as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go. Mixed as well, girls and guys. I like that too. That's awesome. So have you always been into cars as well?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I like that too. So I know that, and both cars up here. That's a good effort too.
Yep,
driven up. Both of you drove it up yourself definitely. As well. I do like that. Well done, guys. Now, what else have we got here?
41 back there. Chevy, 41 Chevy.
41 Chev.
Pretty stock, but you know, a bit of lower and a bit of white walls, and that's it.
Is this
the only one without airbags?
But we'll get there.
When I get it, it goes down.
Yeah. And what was your name as well?
Damien.
Damien. So is this a fairly new car as well though? Because I haven't seen this before.
No, I've had it for 3 years or so.
So it's been up here as well at Bright.
The guy who brought it in before me, he's had it for 4 years. He brought it in.
It's funny.
It's been a Bright before.
It's funny with Bright because there is so many cars here that you don't always see. You know, you might even.
The only 41 here.
Yeah, well, and the funny thing is, you might only see someone once, and then you don't see them again for the entire weekend because it was so chock-a-block.
Well, that's good when you go down the paddock.
Yesterday,
you see everyone there.
Yeah, so today at the Pony Park, yeah, you can head up there and try.
When you go down there today, you see cars you haven't seen all weekend.
Exactly. I think some of them hibernate at the caravan park and come out and foot. Yeah. Now, who have I missed over here?
Yeah.
That's my dad, actually.
That's your dad.
That's another
Oh,
one.
dad.
Yeah,
That's Reverend Jeff.
Okay, okay. So Reverend Jeff, what did Reverend Jeff get to get Damo to this level? What happened? Were you into? You're obviously into cars as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a car up here as well?
No, not at the moment. No.
Did you just hitch a ride with your son?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So what cars did you have?
I've still got
You
it.
still got as well. Yeah. What have you got?
A 1940 Ford Deluxe pickup.
Yep.
And a 1929 A model Ford.
Nice. So
You.
okay. So this is my question to you, right? Because I've grown up in cars as well. Did you make Damien watch Running on Empty when he was younger?
No.
You never did. Did you watch Running on Empty? No, you never did. Did you watch him watch American Graffiti or anything like
Oh, I
that?
did. I watched that.
Or did you just make him work on cars?
Oh, no.
He just worked on cars.
Self-taught. He did it himself.
Yourself, there you go. It's no, because it's always interesting to see like some kids stick with cars and they stay with it, and then others sort of drift away, and you know, so it is always interesting.
Well,
to see.
he had an XD at 16-year-old.
We won't hold that against you, Damien.
And we built it and put a big block in it. And,
there you go. So yeah, and it is funny too because we do what we can afford as you're sort of younger, and then you move into sort of rods and customs and whatever.
Sort of did the boats for a while.
Boats, race boats.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So it's fuel in the blood.
No, there you go. What a great bunch of you got a good selection of cars in the Road Lords. I'll give you guys credit there as well. So awesome. So if you see these guys, you'll see them, like I said, all over Melbourne. They're all over Victoria, really. You guys are. And who's been coming to Bright the longest? Who do you reckon?
12 years.
12 years, 6 years. So yeah, keep coming back. Yeah, it's
always good here, though.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, you can't beat it. And these guys got here nice and early yesterday. They had prime position all the way down here. 7 o'clock in the morning. There you go. That's how it's done, boys and girls. Yeah. No, it has been. So well, thanks for talking to us, guys. And I'm sure we'll see you up here at next Brighton, like I said, all over summer as well. So enjoy. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
thanks for tuning in to another episode of Greased and Gassed. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for any further episodes that we have coming up. And don't forget, you can always check out what we're up to on our Facebook page again. I'm Sandra Horn. It's Greg Forster behind the camera, and we'll see you next time.